Hi, everybody, and welcome to this video about the lunar eclipse in Taurus of November 2022. We are the astrologers of Pandora Astrology. I'm Jamie Kale Miller. I'm in Berkeley, California.
I'm Julia Mijas in San Francisco, California.
And we're going to tell you about this full moon along with important dates coming this month and what you should do about it. So here you can see the chart for this moon, and it's not just any old moon, it's a lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse is always built on a full moon. So we have the moon in Taurus right here and very, very close to Uranus. And the fact that it is near the North Node is what makes it an eclipse. If it wasn't near the North Node or the South Node, it can't and wouldn't be an eclipse. This means that also the sun is near the South Node in Scorpio. The sun is also hanging out very close to Mercury and quite close to Venus as well. So there's a very strong push and pull going on here between the stubborn nature of Taurus and the controlling nature of Scorpio. Fortunately, there's help in the form of Ceres in Virgo, which has easy trines and sextiles to both sides of this dynamic. But Saturn is kind of bringing in a sense of pressure that could be making things worse. So there are a lot of complex themes here. It's a very stubborn moon. There is some emotional rebellion in it. The Saturn square Uranus is a pretty strong theme that we've been seeing coming up in the moons for quite a few months in a row now. Julia, what are your thoughts about what this moon means, how it feels?
Well, there's a lot of financial stuff in this moon. Taurus and Scorpio have a lot to do with finance. Taurus, the money you make. Scorpio, the money you share. Venus is a financial planet. Ceres is a financial asteroid. I think this might hit people in terms of their finances, as well as the sense of security that comes from that. And then I can't help but notice that this is happening on the US midterm elections, which is going to be very interesting. Eclipses are wild cards. And, between that and having a Saturn square, a number of things going on here that look a bit challenging in terms of the midterms.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with that, Saturn in Aquarius, which definitely brings in political themes, both in terms of like it's sort of Saturn's own nature in terms of being authoritative and to do with government, hierarchy, and structure, but also Aquarius with its progressive nature and its desire to innovate and bring change. You might even say that Saturn in Aquarius means the discipline of change, doing the hard work of change. And then it squares Uranus, and gosh, this has just been so difficult. Uranus and Saturn have been moving in and out of this square, and they did it even more so last year. But I think that we're still dealing with a lot of the fallout as we see, progressives and conservatives pitted against each other in America and around the world, really. What do you think, Julia, of the themes to do with Taurus being about finances and safety, like financial safety and security, and Scorpio being about investing, also debt? The realm of Scorpio can be pretty scary financially, but it is also, it is the place where you can find leverage, for example.
Yeah, I mean, all the Scorpio is next to the South Node, so there's a sense of releasing Scorpio and moving towards Taurus. There might be a sense of you have to release something in your life financially to move towards better security, maybe old habits, or maybe you can't rely on other people's resources as much, and more on your own. Uranus up in there, really just right on the same degree as the moon. You know, it says, you know, individualize it, be innovative, be experimental with how you are developing greater security for yourself.
And there's such wonderful help from Ceres here in Virgo, as if to say, and Ceres rules Taurus, so it loves to be trine the moon in Taurus, and the moon is exalted in Taurus. So moon and Ceres are pretty happy in this configuration. Ceres placed in Virgo suggests approach this in a meticulous way, really dot the I's, really cross the T's. And in that way, you can move from an unstable financial past in which perhaps you were overly acclimated to risk, to a more stable financial future, which might call for doing things a little differently, a little outside the box than you've done them in the past. Any other thoughts that you want to throw in there, Julia?
No, I think we covered it pretty well.
Yeah, I think so. So I just want to point out this moon happens on November 8th, and that you'll absolutely feel this moon if you have anything in your chart in fixed signs very near to 16 degrees, as this moon is. If you have anything in 11 to 21 degrees of any fixed sign at all, you're absolutely going to feel this moon's impact. And there you have it. That's what we had for you today. You can find out more about the news of this month on our monthly forecast page on our website, pandoraastrology.com. You can also find out more about getting a reading, taking a class, or you can watch your free horoscope video. And until next time, we'll see you around the cosmos. Bye.
Bye-bye.